I want to quickly talk to you about OpenPhone and is this service actually worth it this year? Let's have a conversation about that, okay? So let me give you a glance into OpenPhone. So what is OpenPhone? Quickly. So OpenPhone is actually a VoIP product designed as an all-in-one communication tool, kind of similar to Zoom or WebEx meeting or even Microsoft Teams, okay? So this is a VoIP product designed as an all-in-one communication tool. And actually, OpenPhone actually has they actually launched in 2018, but for the last few years, they were so innovative that a lot of customers actually joined the company. Okay, so they have a proven track record when it comes to customer service, when it comes to call reliability, and also when it comes to call quality in terms of safety. So presently, open phone services include unlimited calling and texting within the US and Canada. You have a local or toll-free number. You have a voicemail transcripts. So that's kind of cool. This adds to the productivity that I was talking to you a little bit about earlier, right? Voicemail transcripts. You have shared phone numbers and contacts. You have AI message responses. I mean, the AI message is those responses are not as powerful as what you could have with Microsoft Copilot AI, but they're still decent. Okay, and you have manual or automatic call recording. So overall, open phone users can also set up phone system, let's say phone system business hours, auto replies, scheduled messages, and much more. Okay, and so that's really good from a flexibility point of view. What are the pros and cons here? The advantages: you have a cost-friendly, cost-effective monthly and annual pricing plans. Okay, you have quick and easy sign-up process, modern, sleek interface, AI tool that summarizes calls and others, and other important features. And you also have daily, weekly, or monthly analytics. That's really good. On the flip side, the limited feature actually is there without upgrades. Calls may get flagged as spam risks, additional fees for sign up and messaging. So there is a cost for add-ons, potential downtime issues, and you also have live customer support team that's actually hard to reach. So this is not as frequent as others. So this could be a little problematic depending on the industry you're in. So let me talk to you about the setup here. If you think about OpenPhone, what kind of setup can you think about? So how does OpenPhone work? So as a VoIP service provider, you need to understand that OpenPhone will tap into your existing internet connection to let you call, text, or chat with others. Interactions are unified on a single platform, allowing you to keep track of customer and employee engagement, okay, with voicemail transcriptions, logs, and recorded calls. So this is really good. But bottom line is that OpenPhone requires a digital connection. So this could be a Wi-Fi or cellular data, okay? So this is something to really think about. So once connected, you can start up OpenPhone from a web browser or download the desktop and mobile apps onto compatible devices. So this is really cool to think about. So whether or not OpenPhone is right for you will depend on your technical configuration, but also your goals. Okay, so OpenPhone is best for cost-friendly VoIP solutions, quick sign-up and service, modern design and tools, and also keeping track of call details. Okay, but I do not recommend OpenPhone for you if you want a UCaaS experience. Okay, if you want to avoid fees, or you're currently a VoIP phone user, because OpenPhone's software works with computers and smart devices. It doesn't currently offer desktop phones or related solutions. So something to really keep in mind as you are trying to streamline your communication. Okay, so OpenPhone overall is likely best suited to small to medium-sized businesses with team members that operate remotely. Okay, its limitations may make it a poor fit for businesses that use desktop. So If your business use desktop phone equipment, or you wish you're looking for a service that bundles several communication channels into one plan, you're not going to find OpenPhone really interesting for you. Okay, but what really sets OpenPhone apart is that you are basically you have security, you have affordability, security, and scalability because this is a VoIP service provider. So what are the features here? If you think about OpenPhone, you have lots of features. For instance, when it comes to hardware, you need to understand that OpenPhone doesn't offer hardware solutions alongside its software. Instead, its service strictly provides VoIP services meant to work with all your pre-existing laptop, tablets, or smartphone devices. And while some customers have previously inquired about desktop phones, there are no plans to introduce VoIP compatible phones. So you're not going to get anything in terms of hardware. Okay. So if you go with OpenPhone, you are really paying for software. So OpenPhone's software is compatible with Windows and Mac operating systems on desktops and iOS and Android capable smart devices. So with OpenPhone, you can make or receive calls and text messages. You can participate in group calls. You can open chat conversations. You can use AI to summarize calls. Okay. You can create and search call transcripts. So that's really good. In terms of third-party integrations, you will be satisfied too because OpenPhone actually provides direct integrations for several popular apps, including Salesforce, Google, HubSpot, Gong. You have Zapier, you have Slack, you have webhooks. Okay. In terms of security, you're pretty covered also in terms of security in a scalable manner. I want to insist on that in a scalable manner. Okay. That's really good, especially if you are trying to increase the number of integrations you want to have access to, because OpenPhone has more than 5,000 integrations. Okay, especially when you link the service to Zapier, for instance. Okay, one thing I want to say is that you have to really upgrade. I'll speak about pricing later on, but if you're using the basic pricing tier, those integrations are not available natively there. You might have to pay extra. But if you go for the mid-tier pricing plan, or even the the highest pricing tier, those integrations are native. You don't have to use Zapier or Slack to actually have them. So if you think about OpenPhone this year, I want to say that ease of use is really a big. You can see that OpenPhone providers, I mean the programmers, the engineers, they have really thought about making sure that the service is very easy to use. Okay, so the setup and account creation process is fast, and you will be able to begin making calls immediately. Okay, so there is no learning curve to actually contemplate with OpenPhone. Okay, as long as you can verify your information to the satisfaction of an OpenPhone and more like a more move of the trial to a paid plan, you should have no major issues with using the service. Remember, if you want to use the service actually comfortably, you got to really move off the trial, okay, and get into a paid plan. I'll speak about the cost later on. So, in terms of call quality, anytime you go with a VoIP service, you got to care about the call quality because you do not want to pay for a service that has crappy sound or crappy call quality or crappy video quality. Okay, so this is really to understand. So with OpenPhone, the call quality is decent. It's more than decent. It's not excellent, but it is more than decent. Okay, so this is really important. For instance, actually, one thing you need to understand here is that just make sure that your internet connection is reliable too, because again, with a VoIP service, you are really relying on internet connection. So make sure their internet connection is really cool. In terms of uptime, OpenPhone does not have an uptime guarantee that I could find or my team could find. Okay, but one thing you need to understand is that there is a resource if you want to check the ongoing status here. Okay, so that's something to really understand. But if you are looking for a guaranteed uptime, this could be a bummer because OpenPhone doesn't have it. Okay, and this could be a bummer for some businesses, especially in sectors where customers want some kind of assurance or reassurance upfront. So let's talk about the cost here. I want you to look on the screen here when it comes to the cost of OpenPhone's cost. So OpenPhone has a three-tier pricing plan. You have the starter, you have the business, and you have the scale plan. Okay, and it's always better if you want to save up to a 34 to 38% every single year to actually pay once a year as opposed to paying on a month, like on a month-to-month basis. Okay, so this is important. And so you have the starter, you have the business, and the scale. For instance, as you can see, as of the date of this show, the starter was actually giving you 15 bucks per, was actually charging you 15 bucks per month per user. The business plan was charging you 23 bucks per month per user, and the scale was charging you $35 per user per month. Again, if you accept to an annual billing, you can save lots of cash here. Okay, so this is important to really keep in mind. And one thing I want to say real fast is that when it comes to pricing, you got to ask yourself, if you're a small business, it's just better to start with a starter plan. Okay, start with the starter plan and then see if you need extra features. If you need extra features, then you can always upgrade to the business plan. Okay, but don't go with the business plan right away because when we tested it, we realized that if you choose the business plan right away, you could have lots of features that you may not need actually. Okay, that you might find out that you are paying for, and anyway. Especially because they encourage you to pay on an annual basis. If you pay for a full year and you realize that you don't need the features, it could be a little disappointing or frustrating, right? So it's better to start at a very lower pricing tier than if later on you need, let's say during the year you need to upgrade. You can always upgrade. Okay, then that's fine, and the pricing will adjust itself. So this is something to really think about. So I'm just showing you on the screen here a quick table of the starter, the business, and the enterprise plan, and all the features that come with it. So I want you to see on the screen here. This is really good. Okay, just remember that the eFax is not available on none of the three plans. Okay, on any plan. So, and one thing you need to also remember is that no matter the plan, no matter which plan you choose, there will be a one-time carrier review and setup fee of $19. You'll also get charged between $1.50 and $3 monthly for messaging. In terms of customer service and support, really fantastic, nothing to say there. Okay, this is something you really remember. And one thing I want you to really remember also is that it's all about what you really want OpenPhone to do for you, right? If you go with the enterprise plan, for instance, and you contact them during normal working hours, they're pretty responsive. So that's really good. Also, there are some additional features worth noting. So basically, OpenPhone has integrated AI to provide a more streamlined service where as a customer, you can save time by handling certain things automatically. Okay. So this is really good, and this shows how innovative, OpenPhone can be. So what are the rivals here? Let's quickly talk about the rivals. So if you think about OpenPhone, you have rivals such as Magic Jack for Business. I've reviewed Magic Jack for Business before on this show. You also have Ring Central, and you have Grasshopper. So those are pretty solid competitors. Okay. So one thing I want to say here is that the digital call quality is about the same if you compare OpenPhone to Magic Jack for Business. Okay. Now, one major difference is that while OpenPhone is strictly available for computers and smart devices, Magic Jack for Business sells VoIP-capable hardware for as low as $54.99. Okay, $55. Both services provide unlimited calls through the US and Canada. But OpenPhone's service includes unlimited texting. So that's a big that's a biggie if you care about unlimited texting. Though there is no chat option for MagiJack, it does offer internet faxing as an add-on. So OpenPhone might be the better planned option if you want a cost-friendly VoIP service with unlimited calls and text and some collaboration features. Also, the fact that it is an entirely digital product means that you don't have to worry about additional hardware purchases. However, if you do prefer VoIP phones and a traditional setup, MagiJack for Business could be the better option for you. What about OpenPhone versus RingCentral? Here, basically, RingCentral represents a better overall investment in terms of VoIP and UCaaS service. Okay, you will spend a few dollars more per month, but in return, you will gain access to a wider range of professional communication and collaboration tools. If your business cares about those things, yeah. What about OpenPhone versus Grasshopper? Well, OpenPhone may be preferable to you if you prioritize affordability, but Grasshopper's price range is competitive. It offers essential VoIP services, and you are likely to be able to reach members like the support team at all hours using multiple contact options. So this is really good by phone, via email, but also via fax or even via chat. So you have lots of possibilities, and it's important to mention that. So what's our verdict here? If you think about OpenPhone, one thing I want to say is that you have a service that's actually offering pretty decent VoIP services. Okay, of course you have decent call quality, and you have a service that works well for you, even if you are a small business. Okay, even if you are a solopreneur, you are a freelancer, you can still use their basic tier, their basic pricing tier. Okay, so this service actually works well for individuals and small businesses preferring a budget-friendly way to set up a professional phone system. So do I recommend it? Yes, I do recommend OpenPhone. Okay, and the chat and messaging tools actually are pretty good, and they can help you actually boost your collaborative efforts. And you also have an international calling feature that's actually great for you if you want to connect with clients and team members globally. Okay, so whether you're working in your basement or in the office, through OpenPhone, you are able to access a collaboration tool that will allow you to be responsive, okay, in real time. Okay, so if you are a small business owner wanting an affordable and user-friendly VoIP and prefer a month-to-month approach, OpenPhone could work for you. However, it might not be the best option if you are exceptionally cautious about uptime guarantees and desire a more UCaaS-like service. Okay, but also if your budget is a little more, it's just better to go for, let's say, RingCentral or Microsoft Teams or Cisco WebEx or Zoom, for instance. Okay, but yeah, because those services are costlier, but they come with more options, more integrations. Okay, and but OpenPhone is a pretty decent tool. Okay, it does actually it does have mobile and desktop apps. Okay, available for download, so that gives you options also to really think about. Now, whether OpenPhone is better than Google Voice depends on what you're really looking for. Okay, but one thing for sure, Google Voice is the better choice regarding the value for money spent and call quality. Okay, so this is something to really think about. In conclusion to this conversation, I spoke to you about OpenPhone. This was a review of the service. I gave you a glance into this service, the setup, the features, the cost, the rivals, the verdict, and now the conclusion. Thank you so much. God bless you. I will see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.